Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill in this one, it's Walker Buehler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Starling Marte. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. Marte retired. Here's the Mets lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning.
Middle of the 1st, no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Bottom of the 1st. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Jarren Duran. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Taylor sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well, because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just off the inside edge.
3-1.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Count.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Raging back towards the wall. Leaping, and it's gone. He made him pay for that one. His second home run of the series. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Alex Bregman. And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Abreu.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. That one not close, and it's 2-2. Ripped to short. On to first. Out number 3. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Buehler fires. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Buehler winds and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting fifth, the designated
And now
hitter,
it's Mark Vientos. Next pitch is outside. And here it comes. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Buehler deals. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. Into the monster seats and gone. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
2-2.
And it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one popped up. Sogard under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. All even at one apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Christian Campbell.
Christian Campbell.
The 1-1.
No, that's out.
And a swing and a miss. Time to check on our umpires.
2-2.
Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Nick Sogard up next for the Red Sox. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Tied up here in the early going. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Batting 7.
Here's Story now.
Trevor Story.
The shortstop
2-1.
takes the ball. The count 2-1. Check swing, called strike. Ground ball left side. Beatty to first, and Story is out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Red Sox go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there.
Brett
And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground.
That's a foul
and
ball.
that's just foul. Line drive, base hit right field. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Well, that certainly feels
Now,
good when you can win the
shortstop,
at-bat after being
Francisco
down in the count,
Lindor.
up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Beatty at first, one gone. In the dirt. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. And that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And we're back here at Fenway Park. And here's the rookie catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
Carlos Narvaez.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Batting ninth.
And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Just missed. Pickoff move to first. Narvaez dives back in safely. Strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting left fielder Jaron Duran.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. In the air out to center. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it
Now
right
batting,
there. That's a player you want
hitter,
patrolling center field.
Rafael
Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back now at Fenway.
Leading
John
off
Shambi
for
with
the
Chris
Mets,
Singleton
left fielder,
and set to
Starling
lead off the
Marte.
4th. Starling Marte. Going to count 1 and 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Now batting right fielder.
Here's
Juan
Juan Soto.
He's
a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Bregman to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Full count.
Now fly ball to right center. Abreu makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back in Boston,
Leading
bottom of the
off
4th, and
the
stepping
Red
in for
Sox,
Boston, Alex
second
Bregman.
baseman, Alex Bregman.
Two and one.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a foul out of play. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
At the plate, Wilyer Abreu. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. One down, base is empty. Up and in. The count now 2-2.
2-2.
And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still tied 1-1. Ready now for the fifth inning. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Torrens. Just missed.
That's low. That's a ball.
The 2-1.
That's a ball.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's the strike at the knees.
Count's full.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Hauls it in on the warning track. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Back here at Fenway, and here's the first baseman, Nick Sogard.
First baseman, Nick.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Brudansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. Up and in, full count now.
We got a full count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Fought off foul.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
2-2 now. Runner on the move. Got him swinging. Go to second. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Now batting, catcher
Carlos Narvaez getting ready to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like Everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kodai Senga appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Garrett getting loose as well. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back inside Fenway Park, new inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. That one missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 2-2. Right side. Bregman handles. Leadoff man retired in the sixth. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that's in the dirt. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. And that one missing low. Here's a 2-1. Ripped on a line. Duran makes the play, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the sixth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that one fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Devers now. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 and 2's the count.
That missed by a
2-2.
lot. And it's 2-2. And that one upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there.
Down,
Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any
Now
better than
batting,
that. Not much to this one
second
other than just a
baseman,
willingness to go
Alex
the other
Bregman.
way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler McGill won't go any further tonight, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the New
Kodai
York
Senga
Mets.
into the game.
Number
Well, he's been a
34.
really tough guy to take deep
Kodai
this season.
Senga.
You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Good job to fight that one off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Right fielder,
So here's Boston's
William
cleanup hitter, William Abreu. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. So now 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marte moves under it. Drops into the glove. And that ends the inning. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 7th inning coming up. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound.
22.
Garrett Whitlock.
And he's done a great
Whitlock.
job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Starling Marte
Leading
up to
off
hit.
for the Mets, left fielder Starling Marte.
And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Juan Soto now. And a count 1-2. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. Here's Pete Alonso.
Up next for the Mets,
Oh, look out
first
here.
baseman
He's going to come up ready to
Alonso.
swing in this situation.
That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the monster. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
All over that one right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Go ahead run is at third. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 2 on, 1 out. And a count 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one drifts inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you
2-2.
take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two on the way.
That's the ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That one ripped. And it hits off the monster. 1 runs in. Duran quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. The 1-1. That's a little bit low.
Down.
Alonso, the runner at third. Vientos over at second with 1 down. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Tyrone Taylor digs in now. 2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. Two outs. On the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 7th. Now it's going to be Christian Campbell. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Nick Sogar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Nick Sogard. On the ground to the left. He gets there on a slide. In time. Got him.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Next pitch is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. And they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching for
Justin
the Red Sox.
Wilson gets the call from the
Number
pen.
32.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off
game.
for the
Here's
Mets,
the second baseman, Luis
Luis
Angel Acuna.
Acuna.
Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Back there and out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. His first homer of the year. It's 3-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So digging in, Brett Beatty. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Francisco
Now
Lindor comes up to the plate.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And there's a foul ball. A sliding stop, fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
For me, arm strength is the key for that play. Second baseman moving to his right, up in the hole, slides, doesn't have the best footing underneath him, and to be able to make that long throw to first base, that's pretty impressive right there.
And next for the Mets, Starling Marte. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That one gets down for a hit.
Now batting, right fielder Juan Soto.
So man aboard. And here is Juan Soto. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one misses, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And here's a 3-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Ryan Stanek.
For New York,
These are the spots relievers
Number
really
55.
make a name for themselves.
Ryan
Late
Stanek.
and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
leading off for
And now it's the
Red
catcher
Sox.
for the Red Sox,
Catcher,
Carlos
Carlos
Narvaez.
Narvaez.
Good eye in that
That's the
spot.
ball.
Well, I
2-2.
think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Just
No,
off
that's
the
it.
outside
That's
edge. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin
Got the full
Diaz getting loose out there. Cabrera, the power lefty, up as well. And that one popped in the air, left field. One down.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedar
Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. One down, base is empty. Popped up, reaching down, makes the catch. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there,
Now
but
batting,
not able
left
to execute.
fielder,
Yeah, I think he
Jared
rushed it a little
Durant.
bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Hot shot to third. Toss to Alonso. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Through 8 full. It's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Red Sox.
It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
63.
mound. Justin Slayton.
Justin.
This guy's a strike thrower.
Slayton.
He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks
Leading
so
off
far this
for the
season.
Mets, first
So
baseman,
now it's the
Pete
4-hole hitter,
Alonso.
Pete Alonso. Next
That's the ball.
offering is down low. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again. In the dirt,
Ball.
and the count's full.
Full count.
That one misses.
That's ball
So a
four. Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional
Now
walk,
batting,
but he wasn't
designated
exactly
hitter,
trying to
Mark
attack the zone either.
Vientos.
Man at first, and now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Nobody out, runner at first. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Torrens.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
One now. Swinging a foul straight back. in the dirt. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting.
And now,
baseman,
Luis Angel Acuna. He's
Acuna.
coming off a big swing of the bat in the 8th inning, Chris.
Yeah, he may still be riding a little high, and for him, hopefully the confidence is still there. It was a solo shot and a very important run in this game.
Acuna started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Two on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 3 and the Red Sox 1. Edwin Diaz comes on trying to close it out.
Now
I think
pitching
closer
for
has
the
to be
New York
one of the
Mets.
toughest jobs in baseball.
Number
And we see a
39.
pretty high turnover rate because
Edwin
of it. Every
Diaz.
outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Next offering
2-1.
way upstairs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Now
Yeah, as soon
batting.
as that ball got through, I could see down in the
Alex
dugout,
Bregman.
players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Tying run at the plate. And that
2-1.
skips in the dirt.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Wilyer Abreu in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
First and second, no outs. Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but They're going to make him work to get this save.
Line to left. Gets down. Base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So bases all loaded up. Joe stepping towards first. Base hit. One run is in. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Bases loaded. Nobody out. And next for the Red Sox, Nick Sogard.
Well, they're applying pressure. Quality at bats, quality swings right now. And see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is a huge out. Wow.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And here comes the Mets manager.
For New
They
York.
turn things over to the southpaw, Genesis Cabrera.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Here's Trevor Story now. The winning run on second base. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. And that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two outs, tying and winning runs on base, and the home team trying to pull it out. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a pressure-packed finish. Tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Somehow he found a way to make his pitches, got his team out of the jam, got the win. Everybody's happy.